डॉक्टर बाबासाहेब आंबेडकर ओपन यूनिवर्सिटी.
Hello friends, welcome again in lecture series for the course BCA and paper BCA 105 Microsoft Office Suite. In today's session, we will learn about Microsoft Excel part 2, that is your unit 2. We have performed one exercise that demonstrate various features of Excel in last session. In today's session, we will also elaborate same features, but using some different exercise. So, let us quickly start with that exercise. On screen you can see we want to do another exercise that demonstrate various features of Excel. So, here is a exercise that demonstrates some research survey. Here we are asking user two questions. The first question is that our number of males participating in survey are 650 and number of female participated in our survey is 750. Now, we want to find out total number of participants, that is the sum of male and female, that you can quickly find out using auto sum or using sum function. Now, what we want to find out, another thing is we want to find out percentage, that if the total number of participants are 1400, then what percentage male represents and what percentage female represents. So, how to write down that formula, we will discuss that. Now, in question 2 we have data regarding question 2 in which we found that 750 couples are married or 750 participants are married, 160 participants are widowed, 78 participants are divorced, 50 participants are separated and 250 participants are unmarried. So, again we want to find out total of all the participants and what percentage of various category of marital status represents. So, this we find out. Another thing we want to find out is we want to prepare or draw column chart for gender in separate sheet and give proper name to chart sheet. Now, we have in previous exercise we have created chart and we also learn how to place chart inside same sheet or in different sheet. So, we can prepare that chart in this exercise also. The next is how to draw pie chart for marital status in separate sheet and give proper name to chart sheet. Lastly, we give tab color to worksheet and protect file with password. Now, this is important features of Excel that provides password protection for our file. So, lastly, we learn how to protect your sheet using password so that unauthorized access can be avoided, and finally, we save this file as a PDF format. So, we have already this data available in Excel file. So, let us start quickly how to perform formula, chart and other points that we mention in our exercise. So, let us quickly go to our Excel sheet. So, here you can see on the screen we have same exercise mentioned here. So, now how to find out these total? So, either you can press this auto sum button or you can use sum function manually. So, we quickly find out total number of participants. Now, how to find out that these 650 represent how many percentage of total participants? So, here formula is, so is equal to is equal to, this is our C7 divided by total and just press enter. Now, how to apply percentage sign? So, just go to formatting toolbar and press this percentage style. Now, I am clicking on this and you can increase decimal place from, decrease or increase decimal place from here. So, our male participant represent 46.43% of total participants. Now, similarly, we can find out what percentage represented by female participants. So, just divide female participants by total. Now, just press percentage button and increase decimal places. So, these represent total 100%. So, 100% is the total. Now, one important feature that I want to mention here is, suppose what will happen if I drag this formula. So, it shows division by 0. Now, why it is happen? If you look at formula, it shows C8 by C10. So, here this is our C8 and next is C10. So, why this happens? Because we want to, here it is C7 by C9 and here it is, when you copy this formula it becomes C8 by, so it keep changing on rows and columns, but I want to keep this row fixed. So, what you can do is, you can write formula like this is equal to, so this is variable thing and this divide by is fixed for all rows. So, what I can do is, I can press F4 and this becomes $C $9. What does that mean? It means your cell reference for this value is fixed. C9 is fixed for this formula. So, when I copy this formula, it always use fixed for division, which is C9. So, here you can see C7 and C8 are changing, but the division value, divider value is remain same. So, this is known as a absolute referencing. Absolute means that value is fixed to, similarly you can also fixed row. Now, go to this part. Here again we want to perform total and find out percentage. So, press auto sum button, it will automatically calculate total. Now, we want to find out. Now, you already know that how to find out percentage. So, here we want to divide this value by total, but we want to keep total fixed for all rows. So, again press F4 to give absolute reference to divide value and press enter. Now, we want to apply percentage style. So, go to percentage and increase decimal place, and now if I drag this formula, it automatically calculates percentage for rest of the cell without any error, because we have fixed division value. So, which is our total. So, here you can see G7 is divided by total, G8 is divided by total and so on. If I not using this absolute reference, what will happen? It will go to next row of total. So, it results in division by 0 error. So, these important features we have learned from this exercise, that you can use either relative reference or absolute reference. In relative reference, both row and column are changing, but in case of absolute reference, you can fix either row or column or both. So, this is known as the absolute referencing. By default, Excel use relative reference, but whenever required you can use absolute reference. Now, let us concentrate on another part of exercise. So, we have performed all the required calculations. Now, what we want to perform is, we want to draw column chart for gender in separate sheet. Remember, in separate sheet, and we want to use column chart. Again, in earlier example we have used bar chart and pie chart. Here we will use column chart. So, go to the exercise. So, here select these table, go to insert menu, then select chart. Here we want to use column chart. So, you can use any of these. So, here I am using first type of column chart, and then we have to press next. So, here you can see that these shows male, these shows female, and legend is how many males and females or frequency of male and female are. Now, press next. Now, we know that in title we can give male and female count. Ultimately, these represent male and female count. On x axis we have gender or category of on y axis we have number of people. So, here it shows gender, which is male and female, and here is shows number of people. Now, go to axis, we want to use automatic. Here you can see, if you use major grid line and minor grid line, it shows in background. Similarly, for y axis you can use major or minor. So, we want to use major guideline, which helps you to identify the value nearly. And legend, where you want to display legend. Suppose you want to display legend at the bottom, so you can use these. And if you do not want to show legend at all, just uncheck these. So, legend will be disappeared. But if you want to show legend, check these. Now, in data label, we also want to display value, because it is difficult to estimate exact value from these. So, you can display these value on top of column chart. Here we do not want to display category name, otherwise it displays male 650, which is already below. So, we do not want to display these, and again these series represent frequency. So, we do not want to display that also. And data table means you want to display data table or table from which this chart is prepared along with chart. So, here you can select show data table in order to represent these. Here we do not want to show data table. So, just uncheck that and press next. Now, we have instructed to create chart in a separate sheet. So, we select first option as new sheet, and then you have to press finish. So, I am just pressing finish. Now, here you can see this is our chart title, this is our y axis, this is our x axis gender, this is our legend. It shows data value 650 and 750. So, I hope you understand how to create column chart in your sheet. You can create column chart for multiple value also. Now, we will also prepare chart, we can also prepare chart for question number 2. Now, quickly we will quickly create column chart for question number 2. So, let us create. So, similarly here you have to select these data, insert chart, you can select this chart, press next. So, it shows married, widowed, divorced, separated, unmarried and so on. So, next here we want to show data table, so that you can better understand, and then press next. Now, we want to again create in new sheet. So, select finish. So, it quickly creates column chart for you. Now, what will happen if you want to modify something into this? So, again you go to chart options, that you can select from. Whenever you insert chart, that menu only appears, otherwise it is not there. So, go to chart option. Now, suppose I want to remove these data tables. So, just remove that, and we want to display value on top of chart. So, just select that and again press OK. So, whenever you want to modify, here I don't have x axis and y axis name. So, again suppose I want to give that, go to chart option, go title is not frequency, but number of marital status is our title. On x axis we have category, and on y axis we have number of people. So, this is how you can modify your chart also. Now, next we want to prepare pie chart. Now, pie chart can only be used for a single variable, either marital status. You cannot use it for two different columns, only single columns or single category can be used with pie chart. So, what is our exercise is, draw pie chart for marital status in separate sheet and give proper name to chart sheet. So, let us go to the exercise. Now, for these category, marital status is a single variable. So, we can create pie chart for these. So, insert chart, here we want to select pie chart and we want to display like this. So, we have already seen pie chart in previous exercise. So, what does it represent? If we represent total number of people as a 100%, then it represents percentage or value for particular category. So, here we select percentage and value, and legend we want to display at the bottom, so that we can have larger view of chart, and in title we have to again give appropriate value, marital status, and legend we have already given. Data labels we want to use this percentage and value, and we have to press next, and again we want to create chart in new sheet. So, just select as a new sheet and press finish. So, you can see that if we represent total number of participants as 100%, then these married people represent now in number 750, and in percentage it represent nearly 59%. So, for these kind of things you can use pie chart. Now, next thing is we want to give tab color, tab or sheet. By default there are 3 sheets. Now, to differentiate between sheets we can color them. So, we want to give tab color. to worksheet and protect file with password. Now, let us see how to do that. So, to give particular color to sheet or tab, just right click on particular sheet that you want to apply color and select tab color. So, for example, I want to use this color. So, here you can see my exercise 4 tab becomes red. Now, similarly, you can give various colors to differentiate between sheet. So, I am giving different color to my sheet, so that I can quickly identify without looking at name. So, this is how you can give tab color. Now, next thing is we want to protect our file with password. So, data protection is very essential function of Excel. You need to protect your data from unauthorized access. For that, you can give password. You can either give password to particular sheet to protect for modifying it, or you can give password to entire workbook, right. So, how to do that? So, here we have tools menu, inside which you have to select protection option, and inside protection we have protect sheet and protect workbook. Protect sheet means only this sheet is not allowed to modified, and protect workbook means entire workbook is protected. So, here I am first selecting protect workbook. So, here I am giving some password. Now, just press OK. So, my entire workbook is saved. Now, it asks me to re-enter password to proceed. So, you have to provide same password which is provided earlier, so that it confirms that your password is same. Now, nobody can modify these. Now, we go to protect sheet. We have to re-enter password. Now, if I made changes to this worksheet, it will say that the cell or chart you are trying to change is protected and therefore read only. That means, now I am protecting my entire workbook, but what I need to do is we have to individually protect our sheet. So, now these sheet cannot be modified, but since this sheet is not protected, you can modify. Okay. So, this is how you can protect sheet. Now, to unprotect workbook or unprotect sheet, you have to go to protection and then unprotect sheet. But before unprotect, it will ask you for the password which is given by you earlier. So, if your password is wrong, then it will say that the password you supplied is not correct. So, anybody trying with fake password cannot open this sheet. So, to unprotect sheet, you have to provide correct password. Then and then only you can find out these. Now, you can change this sheet. So, this is how you can protect your workbook and protect your sheet. Now, to save file with password, we can use this option. inside tool menu, we have to select options. Now, when you open options, there are many tabs available, but you have to open security tab. Security tab, inside security tab, we have facility to specify password to open file. We have already seen how to save worksheet and workbook, but before we can add one more functionality for security. That means before opening file it will ask this password. So, here I am providing my password. Now, when I press OK, now suppose somebody opens this file, even we can add one more level of security, that is password to modify. So, here you can provide password to modify also, and when you press OK, it will ask you to re-enter password to proceed. So, here I am repeating password to open. Now, it asks me to re-enter password to modify. So, again I am entering password which is required to modify our file. Now, I am closing this file and save this file. Now, when I open this file, it will ask me to enter password to open because it is protected. Now, I am entering my password to open file. Okay. So, I am pressing OK. Now, suppose I want to open this file without modifying, then I can open it as a read only, but then I cannot make any changes to the file. But suppose I want to open file and also want to modify the file, then I need to enter password to modify. So, I am entering password to modify. If it is wrong, then file is opened as a read only. If it is right, then you can make changes to file like this. Okay. Otherwise, you may not be allowed to modify the file. So, this is one more layer of protection, that is how to provide password to open and modify your file. Now, okay friends, now we want to save this file into PDF format. You require some PDF reader installed on your computer, so that you can create PDF file. But in later version, this option is available from file, and then you have to select save as, and then you have to select PDF file for saving your content. Now, it will ask you for certain things like whether you want to save entire workbook or you want to save particular sheet as a PDF, but that can be done in later version. In this version, these features is not available. Now, let us quickly sum up. In this session, we have learned about absolute referencing, how to create chart, how to protect your sheet and workbook, and how to give color to your tab or sheet. I hope you enjoyed this session. Thank you and happy learning.
स्वाध्यायः परमः